Welcome. Charles Spurgeon told of an evening when he was riding home after a heavy day's work. He felt weary and depressed, when as suddenly as a lightning flash he thought of 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for thee. He said, I should think it is, Lord, and burst out laughing. He said that it seemed to make unbelief so absurd. It was as though some little fish, being very thirsty, was troubled about drinking. The river dry, and the river said, Drink away, little fish, my stream is sufficient for thee. Or it seemed after 7 years of plenty, a mouse feared that it would die of famine, and Joseph might say, Cheer up, little mouse, my granaries are sufficient for thee. Or a man away up on the mountain, saying to himself, I fear I shall exhaust all the oxygen in the atmosphere, but the earth might say, Breathe away, O man, and fill thy lungs ever, my atmosphere is sufficient for thee. Paul's personal testimony recounts some of the hardships that confronted him. He was imprisoned, beaten, threatened, stoned, shipwrecked, robbed, and chased through his entire ministry. On top of all this, he had a persistent, unrelenting thorn oppressing his body. You'd think God would keep his best servants in perfect condition and spiritual health, yet we see that although Paul prayed for relief, God's answer was not what he expected. Rather than receiving grand, sweeping cure, Paul was given a deeper answer. My grace is sufficient for you. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Through that difficulty, God taught Paul a vital lesson. It does not matter how weak we think we are or how oppressed or downtrodden. In God's hands, our weakness makes room for strength, and it is through His power and His power alone that we can do amazing things. Perhaps you struggle with your own thorn. If so, instead of praying for a quick fix, ask God what He wants to accomplish through your weakness. Your human frailty just may be the vessel through which God can display His unlimited power to the world. I would like you all to repeat this prayer along with me. I am chosen by God, and I choose His grace. Even though weakness disqualifies me from many things in this world, I know that God can use me despite my weaknesses. I am going to lean into His grace and allow my life to bring Him glory. I am going to trust that He knows what is best for me and will provide the strength I need for today. Amen. Yes, my dear friends, we have all chose grace. May we abide in that wonderful grace of God. Amen.